before your program, when the one in here developed and then they started just developing, I like almost was crying that I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was all going to come back and it's gone. Like they used to go to like a pea size, but they were still there and they're gone. Like I'm telling you, there's not even a bump there. I'm like, I feel like I'm doing magic or something.
Next 7 to 10 days, we're going to be doing a focus in this Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune, on all about the thyroid. We're going to be delivering big time. Every single day during the weekday, we're going to be coming out with trainings and interviews of how to turn around how to understand and turn around your thyroid disease naturally. If you're interested in working with me to turn around your autoimmune disease and your thyroid issues, chat our team as well. Okay. If you want our guide, do that. But this whole week, we're going to be doing, we're going to be replaying some of our best thyroid trainings. We're going to be also playing interviews of people who have successfully turned around their autoimmune disease and their thyroid issues. And that's this whole week. We're going to be doing a thyroid week leading into Thanksgiving. So happy November, those of you who are watching this live in November. And let's get the show on the road. Chat us. We'll get you the guide and we'll get this whole week of thyroid started. I really want to reaffirm all of you that whether or not you have Graves, Hashimoto's, or garden variety hypothyroid, you thought, or you have autoimmune disease with low thyroid symptoms, you're going to want to pay attention this whole week because everything that we've talked about today applies to you. And everything that we talk about this week is going to apply to you and it's going to help you. And it don't matter which variety it is. They're all autoimmune related. And everything in the 5 pillars of Transform is going to be able to attack all the causes of that and turn that around naturally. So thanks for watching today. And I see a lot of you already signing up to get the guide. That's awesome. So go ahead and chat us above and below. For those of you who are watching and you're outside the Facebook group, go ahead and join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. If you're on YouTube, give us a like and a follow. That'll be really great. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, put their name in the comment section. They may not listen to you, but they might listen to me. So sharing is caring. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Before your program, when the one in here developed and then they started just developing, I like almost was crying that I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was all going to come back and it's gone. Like they used to go to like a pea size, but they were still there and they're gone. Like I am telling you, there's not even a bump there. I'm like, I feel like I'm doing magic or something.
For those of you that are watching in the audience right now, I'm Maggie UMD. I'm a functional medicine physician and the owner of Transform. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. We literally have hundreds of videos and trainings in there. I'm going to ask you just a number question. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest level of pain you were in, where were you just a couple months ago before you did the program? Diane, what number?
I would say I was at a 10. I felt like my life was sucked out of me.
And Monica?
I think I had crossed 10 and beyond.
Okay. You guys are fairly new out of the program. Our program is a 2-month online program. And I tell people it's a launch pad to turn around their autoimmune over the course of the next year. So this is fairly early. Where is your pain level now? Diane, what number would you say it is at?
I don't even have pain right now. I went running with my daughter and my dog today. I mean, I videotaped it. I didn't post it yet. But I videotaped it.
Posted. I always say that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be kind to my body and take it slow because it just feels too good to be true.
Okay. Monica, what number is your pain right now?
Well, I think in the morning it probably is a 1 right when I get off from the bed. But other than that, through the day, I think I'm really good to go now. I think it's remarkable the way in just, now 3.5 months.
Yeah,
it is absolutely remarkable.
So Diane, I mean, with your RA, you had nodules and neuromas. Can you tell us a little bit about those? I know, don't go off yet.
I have 1 left.
All right, but where were you with the nodules and neuromas before you started the program?
I had about 5 or 6 in my hands.
And what was your grip like? What kind of impact did that have?
I wasn't able to bend them. Where am I? I wasn't able to bend them. Like there was always fingers sticking out. Like little kids, when they would hold my hand, they would always push my fingers in. And I'd be like, don't do that. Seriously, like my niece and my daughter used to do it. They just push my fingers in. And no, there's no fingers sticking out, people. Like, I am just so excited.
Okay, so wait a minute. Did any, like you've been, I mean, talking about conventional medicine, though anybody suffering with RA in our audience, I'd love to hear from you. Once your fingers are everywhere, you have nodules and stuff, or have any of you been told that could even be reversed or that could change, especially naturally without any medications? Because Diane, your results with your hand, with your grip, and we'll talk about where the nodules, what happened to those nodules, it's completely, in the conventional world, miraculous. Like your rheumatologist would probably have never seen these nodules disappear, or your regular doctors. My question for you is, what happened to those nodules in your hands? And you can show people and describe where they were and show your hands right now.
This is my right hand. And I had one in this finger developing, this finger here, my pointer finger. I couldn't even bend this all the way. This one too, I couldn't bend it all the way. And my pinky was kind of part of the way, but, and they were in the middle of my hand. And then on this hand, I have one left. I don't know if you can see it right there.
That one.
And then there was one
even a couple of weeks ago, girl.
I know.
Down
I know.
completely.
And then there was one in here. I'm telling you, before your program, when the one in here developed, and then they started just developing, I like almost was crying. I was like, and so some of the people that are watching that were going to join in were from my dance team that know what I've been through and how I cried to them about that. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was all going to come back, and it's gone. Like they used to go to like a pea size, but they were still there and they're gone. Like I'm telling you, there's not even a bump there. Like, see, like I'm telling you, I'm like, I feel like I'm doing magic or something.
Okay. One thing I love about you, Diane, is you are always full of joy. And like you find joy in everything. And I love your post in the Facebook group just the other day. You were posting the dance costumes that you sewed with your hands.
Yeah, that was remarkable.
They used to be always swollen afterwards, and it would take me like 3 days to recoup, and it didn't. Like I was like, I keep talking to my husband and my daughter about it, and like today I'm sitting there, I'm like, babe, do you realize? Like there's nothing, like it's gone. Like no inflammation, it's gone.
Well, okay. So your pain is gone, 10 to 0. Monica, you went from 10 to a 1. Everybody wants to know what's the secret sauce. And I want to actually have you guys spill the beans. People say they want deets, they want details. Can you think of one or two of the most impactful things in the program that caused this to happen? Something that is miraculous in the conventional medicine world. Monica, I'm going to ask you first.
The data which we got from the program was the key, mostly, because it was specifically what our blood work was showing and what that blood work needed to be followed up with, as in what kind of exact particular things that you needed to either drop from your food or what you needed to add as an additional to make you reach to a functional level.
So you're talking about food mapping, correct?
Yes.
So this is something where it's very unique to our program. We are the opposite of yet another elimination diet. We actually use data, correct data, to actually identify which foods is triggering the autoimmunity in you personally. So it's an extremely personalized process of food mapping in our program. And so you're saying that particular data was extremely helpful.
Extremely helpful, yes.
Well, I mean, did you end up having to remove a ton more stuff, or were you able to add a whole bunch more in? What happened with that? Give some details.
I started eating everything that I could. All this time, I had eliminated everything under the sun other than yogurt and boiled vegetables. That was it. I was sustaining on it, and then gluten-free things. I was trying to eat a little bit if I could. But that was it. Little to my knowledge, what exactly in that gluten-free was actually the trigger point as well.
If you guys are interested in finding out what is food mapping, we actually have videos in our Facebook group specifically talking about the food mapping process. So if you want more information on that, write in the comment section food mapping and check your messages. But specifically, this is data driven. So that to you made changing your foods, and your pain was always blamed on your weight.
Yes.
My question for you is, how quickly after changing your foods based on the data did your pain go away?
As of today, from the start, I started this in September 9th, and after the data, which was probably middle of October that I got all of it, my weight has gone down 30 pounds.
So you've lost weight.
I've lost weight, and I'm eating. I'm eating my proper every 3 or 4 hours. I'm eating proper, balanced meals with everything under the sun, except the things that I can't eat. But I'm eating food for the first time in 20 years, I think, without any hesitation. And that food is actually really nurturing my health.
That wasn't even the intended consequence. You were not trying to get food mapping to lose a ton of weight. And over the last 5-6 months, you've lost 30 pounds.